Only for the Benavidez, no hands, so, you know. But no, he's a good guy. I'm the Benavidez hand, no. So, I respect, but I want to fight hands. Everybody wanted this fight.
David Benavidez has just confirmed an electrifying showdown with David Morrell on January 25th in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, former pro boxer Paulie Malignaggi has sparked excitement by hinting that a clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell at 168 lbs could be a game changer for the division.
Paulie, what do you make of this matchup here between David Benavidez and David Morrell?
You know, it's a matchup that's solid. The weight class that happens, that really matters to me. You know, are they going to stay at 175? I think if they're going to fight each other, they might as well make it at 168 and keep their foot on Canelo's neck. You know, and then make it more obvious that he's ducking either one of them. If they make the fight at 175, it has less luster. It's still a good fight. And to be honest, I think both guys could probably use one or two more fights at 175 before they take on the winner of that monster fight between Beterbiev and Bivol. But at 168, first of all, if they fight at 168, this would show that they can both still make 168, and they're more than willing to make 168 for the right fights. It would change around our entire 168-pound rankings, which we did.
Two-time former WBC super middleweight champion David Benavidez is set to face top contender David Morrell, as announced by Benavidez on Tuesday. However, the specific date and location of the fight have yet to be confirmed, with Premier Boxing Champions, the promoter for both fighters, yet to release an official statement. Benavidez shared his enthusiasm on social media, stating, "There was a lot of names on the table, but I wanted to give my fans the best fight possible," Benavidez shared on social media. He explained that he personally reached out to Morrell and his team to arrange the match, adding, "This fight really gonna be a banger. Two of the best in the division and two titles on the line." On the other hand, David Morrell presents a significant risk with comparatively low rewards for David Benavidez. Despite this, Benavidez acknowledges that he doesn't have many options aside from Morrell. He remains steadfast in his commitment to continuing the legacy established by fighters in the 90s, who were known for their willingness to face anyone and everyone in the ring.
Yeah, well, for me, there's not really too much other options, you know what I mean? And I just want to, like I said, I want to do my job and be the best, the best of the best. You know what I mean? You see the old fighters, they weren't bitching about who they're fighting, you know, they just fought everybody, you know, and their careers speak for it, so.
Fans have been itching for a showdown between David Benavidez and David Morrell, knowing it would be a major clash of two top 175-pounders. The stakes are high, with the winner eyeing a shot at the undisputed title or one of the fragmented belts if Artur Beterbiev decides to move up to cruiserweight after his bout with Dmitry Bivol on October 12th. Samson Lukowicz weighed in, saying, "Look, the promoter of David Morrell has been my lawyer for 30 years. So it's a no-go for me to get involved here. I'm out of the picture, and honestly, I don't even know who Benavidez is fighting next." This adds a bit of drama to the mix, leaving fans hanging and wondering what's next for both fighters in this high-stakes game. Echoing this sentiment, former pro boxer Chris Algieri commends Benavidez for his ambition to build a lasting legacy, rather than simply chasing big paydays. Algieri lauds Benavidez's willingness to take on tough opponents like Morrell, seeing it as a smart move that enhances his career and adds to his reputation. A fight at 168 lbs, Algieri argues, could be a turning point in the division, adding pressure to Canelo Alvarez and further establishing Benavidez as a true force to be reckoned with in the sport.
They're all about the smoke. They want to fight everybody. Who's the best fight around that's available to me right now? That's David Morrell. That's what he's thinking. That would be get him the furthest in his career. I think he's thinking smart. He's been thinking smart for a while. He's been moving smart, I believe. Benavidez, instead of trying to wait around for Canelo and let his career escape him, he's still taking on the fights. The Andrade fight, he moved up to 75 and took Vosdik on. Vosdik was not an easy go by any means. Very, very tough fighter, former champion, very, very talented guy. Yes, a little long in the tooth by the time David fought him, but it was his first fight at 75. So I really like the way that Benavidez is moving. I think it's a good fight.
Greg Hackett takes a bold stance, aggressively dismissing David Morrell's chances against David Benavidez. He firmly believes that Morrell would be torn apart in the ring, unable to withstand Benavidez's relentless pressure, lightning-fast speed, and devastating power. Hackett insists that Morrell has never encountered a fighter of Benavidez's caliber throughout his career, emphasizing the significant challenge that lies ahead if the two were to meet.
Morrell, don't even mention Morrell. He'll what I'm trying to say, pardon me, but he'll rape David Morrell in boxing terms. He'll break him apart. He'll break David Morrell apart, bro. He would kill David Morrell because David Morrell never ever in life seen some shit like that, bro, on a pro stage. that's a different ball game, bro. When you hit somebody and they right back in your face, that mental pressure, that physical pressure.
Hackett heaps praise on David Benavidez, highlighting his impressive intelligence inside the ring. He notes the subtle adjustments Benavidez makes that often go unnoticed, showcasing his strategic ability to break down opponents methodically. While Hackett acknowledges Morrell as a formidable monster, he argues that Morrell has yet to face anyone of Benavidez's caliber, as top fighters consistently avoid taking him on. This disparity in experience and skill level, according to Hackett, could be the deciding factor in a potential matchup between the two. Hackett added, "If he do it right now and Ben Benavidez on this high that he on right now, this is over, guys. I'm telling you, this is over." Robert Garcia views the matchup between David Benavidez and David Morrell as an electrifying encounter. While he acknowledges Morrell's relative inexperience, Garcia sees him as a genuine threat in the ring. However, he leans towards Benavidez, citing his superior experience as a crucial factor. Garcia expresses his enthusiasm that this fight is happening now, with both fighters in their prime, suggesting that it could be a defining moment in both their careers. The combination of talent and timing has him eagerly anticipating this showdown.
It's not even marinated yet, you know, but they're two monsters, like monsters, you know what I mean?
If the Canelo fight's not there, then that's a fight that I would like to see. Definitely, 100%.
With Benavidez, right, the knock on him, what they try saying is, well, he hasn't beat no one, he's bigger than everybody, and that's why he wins, right? That's what they say. Morrell's bigger than David.
Yeah,
I tell people, don't believe that 6'1" stuff that they say on Boxer. He's a legit 6'3".
It'll just be a great fight because Morrell has fucking great power, great. You know, he's hungry. He wants to be huge in boxing. So I really think it'll make it a good fight. I still pick Benavidez.
Edgar Berlanga shares his insights on the highly anticipated potential fight between David Morrell and David Benavidez, confidently predicting a victory for Benavidez. He attributes this prediction to Benavidez's greater experience, relentless aggressiveness, and impressive punch output. While Berlanga acknowledges Morrell's strengths, he emphasizes that Benavidez's superior conditioning and well-rounded skill set would ultimately provide him the edge in the matchup. Berlanga's analysis highlights the key factors that could influence the outcome, making it clear why he believes Benavidez would come out on top.
Just one last question, actually. Would love to kind of know, David Morrell, David Benavidez, both been chirping back and forth, man. If they was to fight, who would you pick in that one, man?
I got Benavidez.
Any reason why?
There's more experience. I feel like he's more elusive. You know, he's more aggressive. And he just throws a lot of punches, and he's in good shape too. So I think, but overall, it's gonna be a great fight. I think, you know, Morrell's not gonna back down. You know, and he's a southpaw too, so I think, play a big factor in the fight.
Bob Santos recognizes David Benavidez's exceptional skills and versatility in the ring, yet he confidently positions David Morrell as the standout fighter with the potential to redefine the sport. Santos believes Morrell's unique talent and fighting style could elevate him to new heights, challenging the current dynamics in boxing. His endorsement of Morrell as a transformative figure suggests that, while Benavidez is a formidable opponent, Morrell possesses the qualities necessary to make a significant impact on the sport's future.
You never want to try to compare people too much, because sometimes, you know, LeBron James is going to be the next Michael Jordan, so on and so forth. And maybe I'm guilty of that too, because I was like, David Morrell is going to be another Roy Jones Jr., right? But I do believe that. I think he's a superior talent. I think he's head and shoulders above everybody else. I think David Benavidez is a tremendous fighter. I mean, the first time I ever seen him, and he was working out, and I was fortunate enough to be around him and his father while they were training and be brought into one of his camps. I was like, wow, this guy's like a savant. He could just do everything.
David Morrell Jr. did not hold back when Benavidez and Andrade announced their upcoming fight, immediately dismissing it as a clown circus. With a tone of disappointment, he conveyed his feelings of disrespect at being overlooked as a potential opponent, asserting his rightful place as the top contender in the 168-pound division. Morrell believes this matchup serves as a convenient escape for both fighters, allowing them to avoid facing genuine competition. His comments transcend mere criticism. They are a direct challenge, eloquently signaling that until Benavidez and Andrade engage with him in the ring, they have yet to truly establish themselves as the best in the division. Morrell's steadfast determination and unwavering confidence illuminate his ambition to claim his place among the sport's elite fighters. Previously, Benavidez expressed his willingness to face Morrell at any time, showcasing his confidence and readiness for a challenge. However, he also conveyed the sentiment that Morrell still needed to build his reputation within the boxing.
So there's two fights, two best fights. Me and Canelo, and me and Morrell. That'd be really good fights, bro. I mean, I feel like they have to get his name a little bit bigger. But I mean, I'll fight him whenever. It really don't matter to me. But yeah, that's a great fight right there.
What's that say? Benavidez acknowledged Morrell's considerable skills in the ring, recognizing the talent that has garnered attention in the boxing community. However, he remained confident in his own abilities, asserting that Morrell would not be able to defeat him.
You know, they just fought everybody, you know, and their careers speak for it. So we're just trying to make the biggest fights happen and the best fights happen right now.
Is he too green, too inexperienced to beat you?
I mean, he could have all the experience in the world. He's not going to beat me ever. I don't know. I mean, I don't think.
In a surprising twist, David Benavidez Sr. appears to have had a change of heart regarding David Morrell. After initially downplaying Morrell's capabilities, he is now fully embracing the challenge, recognizing that this fight could solidify his position as the top contender in the division. Benavidez took to social media to hint at his intentions, teasing fans by stating that he might be gearing up for a bout against the WBC regular light heavyweight champion, David Morrell. His initial remarks about cooking up something big have evolved into concrete discussions of a matchup, igniting excitement and anticipation among boxing enthusiasts. Furthermore, David Benavidez drew a comparison between David Morrell and his own fight with Caleb Plant, shedding light on the intricacies of his boxing style. He expressed his frustration at not receiving adequate credit for his defensive skills and the effectiveness of his punch combinations. Benavidez emphasized that while his offensive prowess often steals the spotlight, his ability to evade attacks and maintain a strong defense is equally vital to his success in the ring.
Is it a tougher fight than the Caleb Plant fight was?
I don't know. I'm going to have to get in there and see. I don't know yet.
Well, I asked because, you know, he's got some of that footwork Plant had, but he seems like a bigger guy.
Yeah, but with him, he throws more like with bad intentions, but he leaves himself open too. And I'm a good counterpuncher, and I have good defense too. A lot of people don't give me credit for my defense. You know, I really get hit too much with Caleb.
On the flip side, David Morrell made it clear that he is prepared to face Benavidez at 175 pounds, signaling his readiness to rise to the occasion. He emphasized that this fight is not just about personal glory. It's a bout that holds significance for both Benavidez and the fans. David Benavidez's promoter, Samson Lukowicz, expressed uncertainty about whether Benavidez will face WBA regular light heavyweight champion David Morrell next in December. When questioned about the likelihood of a Benavidez-Morrell matchup, Lukowicz cited certain complications that could hinder the fight from happening. He emphasized his uncertainty regarding Morrell as the next opponent, leaving open the possibility that Jesse Hart could be a contender instead. On the other hand, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn previously stated that David Benavidez must first prove himself against Caleb Plant before he can legitimately call out Canelo Alvarez for a major fight. Hearn emphasized the importance of Benavidez demonstrating his capabilities in the ring against formidable opponents like Plant, suggesting that such a victory would bolster his credentials and create a compelling case for a showdown with Canelo.
It kind of comes across that he doesn't really have an interest in fighting David. You talking to him, does he have an, like, is that a fight that, like, he looks at it and be like, you know what, I want that?
You have to earn your fight in some way. You have to have a belt, you have to have a big win, and I think Sal acknowledges that victory over Caleb Plant would give him shouting rights to say, me. So if he wins that fight, I think he should start calling out Canelo Alvarez.
Meanwhile, David Benavidez's long-standing pursuit of a fight with Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds has encountered significant roadblocks as Alvarez consistently avoids the matchup. Canelo has stated that a bout with Benavidez does not contribute to his legacy, a claim that Benavidez challenges by asserting that Canelo's reluctance to face top contenders undermines his status as a champion. This ongoing back and forth between the two fighters sheds light on the complexities of boxing politics. Canelo Alvarez has been candid about his stance, asserting that he is not ducking David Benavidez. Rather, his decisions are driven by financial considerations and the pursuit of legacy. Canelo has made it clear that a fight with Benavidez doesn't significantly enhance his legacy, but he remains open to the possibility if a lucrative deal presents itself. For Alvarez, the focus is on the financial rewards and what such a matchup could mean for his career trajectory.
You know, I always back everybody.
fight. I have legendary fights, Poro, Golovkin, but they bring me something to the table. So they bring me legacy to the table. So I'm talking about that, And I know you guys always wanna put. If I beat Benavidez, you wanna put other fighter there. And like I say, if the money is right in that special fight, because he don't bring me legacy, he don't bring me anything.
Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez recently criticized David Benavidez for what he deemed a lackluster performance against Alexander Gvozdyk, further revealing his animosity towards the rising contender. Canelo remarked, "I think that's his weight class at 175 lbs. You can see he's very different when he's up against a fighter who retired in 2019. It's a whole different ball game when you're in your own weight class, fighting with guys who match your size and skill." David Benavidez did not shy away from confronting Canelo's remarks, firmly asserting that a true champion steps into the ring with the best fighters available. He criticized Canelo's hesitance to face either him or David Morrell, questioning how Canelo can rightfully call himself a champion while avoiding matchups with top contenders. Benavidez's words reflect his determination to challenge the status quo in the division, emphasizing that the essence of championship status lies in facing formidable opponent. David Benavidez weighed in on why Canelo should take him on, saying, "At the end of the day, if you hold all the titles, you've got to fight the best in the division. I'm the #1 contender, and the second guy is David Morrell. Canelo isn't fighting either of us, so how can he call himself the champion?" David Benavidez stirred controversy with his recent comments regarding Canelo Alvarez, suggesting that the best version of Canelo, the one renowned for his knockout power, was on steroids. These remarks not only cast a shadow over Canelo's past performances, but also raised significant questions about the legitimacy of his achievements during that period.
When the greatest Canelo came out, the one that you guys seen that fought Triple G the first time, bro, dude popped dirty for clenbuterol, bro. Why do you think the second fight didn't happen? So, for me, seeing that was the best Canelo I've ever seen. But that was Canelo off of steroids. Everybody else that he fought Amir Khan, he fought Daniel Jacobs, he fought, what the f is his name, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. These guys are all weak, bro.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the heated rivalry between David Benavidez and David Morrell, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on the latest boxing news. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Who do you think will come out on top if these two finally face off in the ring? Let us know in the comments.